Hey everyone, welcome back to Minecraft Weather Mod. We're here in our little base starting episode 2. Now, I asked for a little bit of feedback in the last episode, and it actually seems like a lot of you guys liked the series and wanted a series. So, you ask and I shall receive. I do like playing this, so I have to say I was kind of pleased with the feedback. So, in the last episode, we got hit by a hurricane, I think. You can see we have a cold ocean, so there was definitely a possibility that it came off of the normal ocean and then kind of started to weaken as it encountered the colder ocean. So, that's at least my theory. Do we have a radar yet? I don't believe so. I don't believe we do. I actually think we just kind of crash landed here and decided that we're going to make this kind of our base for the time being, just to dump some items off and whatnot. We'll see if we wake up inside the house. Let's see. There we go. The roof didn't mess with us. That's good. Okay, so here's what I'm kind of thinking in this episode. We kind of have to remember that we're playing hardcore, so that's kind of a thing. So I think we'll probably end up trying to go mining. Looks like we got another little system over there. I wish I had a radar. I really wish I had a radar, and I actually think I'm gonna start going for a radar. Now, the only thing that was holding us back was one more piece of gold, which we honestly could probably find that here in the ocean, couldn't we? Hey, tell you what, let's put a little hold on mining for the time being as I start to collect this iron. Some coal blocks beneath it too. Certainly gonna take that. So we'll grab some of that. Where's my boat? Did I put my boat away? There's a chance I didn't even break it in the last episode and I just kind of left it. Let's take a look. Boats, here it is. Great, so we'll take that. Let's actually dump all that away first. Great, let's look for a shipwreck because we can actually get a decent bit of gold if we get lucky. Don't think I can see shipwrecks on the map, can I? I'm not quite sure. This could be one right here. Hey, I tell you what never fails? Just going and finding one with our eyes. We'll try to do that. So, between last episode and this episode, nothing crazy happened to the mod pack or anything, but they did update it to 15.3 as opposed to last episode's 15.2. The only change, I think, was just making savannas a little less overpowered with the tornadoes and such. And there is a way to turn off radar now, too, which is nice. So it doesn't keep lagging us out like it usually does. It usually tanks your frame rate if you have the radar open all the time. So that's good to have an option to shut it off. Come on, I'm really hoping for... Oh, there's a little bit of something. And you know what? If there's a block of gold under there, we're in business. Can we see a block of gold? I don't think there is one. Oh, gotta move out of the way for that. Okay, let's go down here. Oh, there is a block of gold. Oh my goodness. Can I take you? This will solve all of our problems. And just like this, we've got ourselves a radar. Oh, let's not do that. There is a chest around here too that I am attempting to locate. My attempts right now seem a little unsuccessful. Maybe it's not here. It's a little odd. Usually there's always... Oh, there's a chest right there. Ooh, nice. Golden apples are very, very helpful. Those are actually going to go in my main inventory slot. Ooh, let's not die. Let's get a little bit of air back before we decide to go. Here we go. Well, that was quick. That was pretty quick. That's great. So that's going to give us 9. That's perfect for 3 tornado sensors. So that is awesome. I do still kind of think we need to go mining, though. Because, I mean, that gold is not going to hold us on forever here. So we're going to have to go ahead and probably make ourselves more pickaxes to go. But that's fine. Looks like there's a few caves over that way. One over there, too. It might be actually an underwater ravine. What's that over there? Oh, this zoom mod is so nice, man. Look at this. So good. Don't know why I've never played with this. I usually play modded Minecraft. I used to play pretty frequently. I shouldn't say used to. I still kind of do recently. Modded Minecraft, it's just like normal Minecraft. It's really just a, it comes in phases, basically, you know? Just like Minecraft itself. It always just comes in phases. So you play for like 2 weeks, and then you kind of drop it for a month. And you play for 2 weeks again. So, I was playing modded Minecraft pretty regularly. Don't know why I didn't have the zoom feature in those playthroughs. Okay, that is not my house. I really messed that up. Let's go to the other one, which is our house. Oh, got a little bit of rain coming in. Tell you what, we can actually see what this is with the radar we are about to craft. So, tornado siren. Or, sorry, tornado sensor. Let's get you going. 3 redstone dust and 3 gold. We have that. I did see we need some of this and some of this. Very good. Where is my redstone? There it is. Got a little rain shower coming through. We're going to be able to see this on radar here in 1 second. I think it's both of those and one of those. Yes, tornado sensor. Can I make the radar now? I need more iron. Iron is not something I have in big supply right now. It certainly is not. I tell you what, let's move all those into there. Curse of Vanishing pickaxe. Probably couldn't pick a worse enchantment for a pickaxe. That's fine, though. I'm going to put the bow away, because we don't have any arrows, so no sense in holding that. Okay. There was some iron. Actually, there is some iron, probably, in these. I probably just got to dig for it a little bit. Let's see. Take a look. Yeah, here we go. I do love this coal. This bitumen we can always just grab later on as we need it. Because like I explained in the last episode, that is all for traffic craft, which we're probably going to get into. Especially since now we're talking about an actual series taking place. But don't need it right now, but it's nice to have it locally. Let's get this block of coal as well. Probably gonna... I think I did some... Where'd that block of coal go? Oh my goodness. That went so far. Probably gonna grab all of this scaffolding as well. No promises if we'll ever use it, but... building towers and such, it is pretty useful to have, so I'm just gonna take them all. It does require bamboo as well, which you don't really have. So, good to have, I suppose. Okay, there's a lot of coal there and everything, but I don't think I'm going to bother too much with it right now. If we need it, we can grab it. Got 5 iron. Let's wait to grab maybe 8 iron. I don't know if I actually did explore this village all the way either. So we'll do a little bit of exploring. Was thinking about killing that iron golem right there, but I tell you what a poor choice would be. It would be exactly that. Because this is hardcore. So one mistake could actually be the end. Alright, I think I checked most of these houses. Actually, you know what? I actually think we did a pretty good job of cleaning out this village, but I'm going to do another lap anyway, because I want some of those right there, you can see. The little resource mounds. I don't know if they're actually called that, but... just looking for iron. Here we go. There's one piece. Well, here we go. Let's get out of here. Was that all on this one for iron? Looks like... what was that? Nice, more. Thought I saw something. This will give us a good bit. You can never have too much iron in your world. I mean, it's just like coal. Oh, nice, more iron. Cool. And even more. Can I have that piece? I think I got it. Alright, 10 iron. That's great. That's enough for 1 full smelt in the furnace. We're going to check out that house here in a second. Look at the dynamic trees mod, huh? It's so nice. And these forests that inevitably do get destroyed by something will regrow over time. So that is very nice. We don't got to go around and plant saplings and make the whole world look more normal. The game is going to do that for us, which is great. Alright, is that a 13 iron? I think 13 iron is going to do the job. I'll go up here just because this looks like a stone beach area, and sometimes you can get some free iron up here as well. But maybe it doesn't look like that today, so we'll just go into this house here. Break in towards the back because I'm lazy. Hello? What do we have in here? Oh my goodness, more iron. Do you have more iron in here? You absolutely do, and I will absolutely be taking it. That is amazing. What do I have? No. Okay, doesn't look like any of that is an upgrade. Maybe I'll take the blast furnace, though, because that could actually be useful to us. We got another house in here. Oh my goodness, with the iron right now. No way, we can absolutely make a radar. No problem, without even having to smelt really anything. That's great. Something clanking outside. I think it's the iron golem. It's gotta be. Yep, he's on top of the house, actually. Okay, got a few more houses to check out. Still got one back there, but we can clearly see how these houses are kind of worth it. So I'm going to take my time and grab all these. Same with you, don't really care what is inside. Just want to collect. I'll take that chest too. Okay, back over here. We'll check out this house, see if there's any more iron along the beach. There are a ton of villagers up here. Alright, interesting. Okay, more of the same. I do like spruce wood. I like building with spruce, so collecting all of that is not an issue. Yeah, here we go. Alright, cool. I'll toss the gravel out, and we'll keep the sign. Questionable choice right there, but that's okay. Alrighty, so let's potentially head back. I think that's a good idea. There's probably a few houses, in all honesty, that we have not explored in this village, but we'll be through here a few times, I'm positive. But I think right now is priority. The rain already kind of passed, and it's all clear now, but it is nice to have a radar. So we'll get that going. Is this my house? This is my house. Okay. Should have enough stuff. Those ferns and such are not very useful to me, but I'll keep them, I suppose. Yeah, that iron can go in there. Everything else, basically, gotta go right in here, except for that. Let's see. Yep, the redstone. I think it was just really that, and then some copper, if I'm remembering correctly. Yes. Okay, great. The radar. We have it now. Finally. So good. Can I move? Let's move some of the more useful stuff in here. There we go. Priority in that chest right there. I guess I'll sleep a little bit. I don't really have anything better to do besides maybe put this radar down. There we go. So, this is our radar. If we... Supposedly, if we shift and right-click, it's supposed to turn the radar off. So I need to... Okay, I got to do it with no shield in the inventory. Kind of annoying, but that is okay. Well, not a problem. So let's turn it back on. I might just dig it into the floor so it's not taking up too much space. So let's maybe make a little hole right there. There we go. Very nice. We will roll with that. There we go. I don't think these are accurate. Like the whole map down here. I don't know if that's accurate or not. It very well might be, actually. Just like a vague little... Yeah, I might have to take that back. Actually, that very well might be based on the real map. Okay, well, we're going to keep this radar on, because it doesn't seem like it's tanking my frame rate too badly. Go ahead and replant. Alright, let's go to bed. And I think in the morning we'll probably try our hand at mining. We will go strip mining, perhaps. Perhaps not, though. Oh, we got a little cell on radar here. Let's see. Doesn't actually show up right now. Could be the benefits of perhaps... Oh, maybe it does a little bit on velocity. Got a little bit of something. Just starting to show. That actually looks massive, doesn't it? Yeah, that's a little something trying. So it looks like this is going to be the false IR mode. And this will be just reflectivity. And this will be velocity. So once we get a storm, I'll explain kind of what all of these do. But in the meantime, maybe we'll try to be a little productive and not stare at radar, because you guys probably could understand that that is my favorite activity to do, is just stare at weather radar as a meteorology major. All right, let me try to just turn that off, though, first. There we go. That way it just doesn't tank my frames while I'm away. Alrighty. Massive storm, massive storm. We don't have the radar upgrade, so maybe that's kind of what we go for. We're going to need a little bit more of the diamonds if we want to do that. Don't actually think I'm going to mine right down here, though. I think what I'll probably do is go over to this cobblestone, or sorry, this stony beach, and we'll try to go mining, I think, from there, because that way we don't have to worry about mining into any water caves or anything, because those are extremely, impressively annoying to navigate. So, could have actually maybe taken the radar with me, huh? That could have been cool. Could have been smart. Not really known for my smart decisions, but just a thought here. I don't know, if the weather starts getting kind of bad, we'll go back up to the surface and just kind of check it out. We'll see what happens. But hit by a hurricane in the last episode, huh? I think we clocked wind speeds with our anemometer just around 100 miles per hour. So that's going to translate to a Category 2 hurricane, a weak Category 2 at that. So that's cool. That is cool. I wonder maybe if we'll get something else in this episode. I'd assume so. It seems like the frequency for hurricanes is pretty large. It's pretty big. Because I expected to at least go a few, if not several episodes before finding one, or experiencing one, I should say. So, that's a thing. Did I bring a crafting table? I did. I brought 2. Don't know why I did that. Actually, yes I do. Because we broke into the house and we picked up another crafting table that way. So I think best case scenario right now is probably mining directly into an abandoned mineshaft. Now with the map underground, I think we can actually toggle this. Yes, we can. See this? This is going to give us the entire underground structure beneath us. So if we can find a mineshaft, looks like there's one up there, then that'll be great. It probably is going to be a little bit, though. We're going to have to dig a little bit farther down to start unlocking more of the underground map, if you will. So that'd be nice. So hopefully that occurs. Now we are close to an ocean, so I don't have a lot of faith that that will happen. Just because mine shafts aren't typically known for generating too deep underground. But we'll give it a look here. I'm really looking for some iron, and the fact that I haven't found one yet is kind of disappointing. What I've kind of figured out is if you want like a specific resource, especially like iron or coal, which can spawn above ground, your best bet is to look for a mountain of some sort, because it will have more iron than you know what to do with if you can find one of those. Don't know why I'm taking all this copper, but I think I just will anyway. Can make something like a lightning rod or something. I'll have to see what kind of additional items I can maybe add into this this little mod pack we have going on, just to make it a little more entertaining. I don't think I'm necessarily going to mess around with the terrain generation, so biomes of plenty I think I'm actually going to leave out of this. Now if all goes well and we want like a rerun of this mod, you know, after like a certain update or something, we can absolutely make a new world and add in whatever the heck we want. But I think for now I'm going to leave the terrain generation as is. But items and such, I could definitely add or remove whatever we kind of feel like. That should not be too big of a problem. Let's mine this block and put a torch right there. So we'll see. We'll see. Not in a huge rush to add in a heap of items, because the less amount... Oh, here we go. This is exactly not what I wanted to dig into. Some sort of water cave, because it's so annoying, because you got to do all of this and just block it up to the best of your ability. But as I was saying, though, not really in a huge rush to add a bunch of mods in, bunch of random mods, because the fewer amount of mods you have, the better your game is going to run. So if I have 100 mods, my computer's going to start sweating, and my frame rate is going to drop pretty noticeably. So if we just keep it pretty bare minimum, then I think we'll be okay. Just trying to look out for the quality of the video. Although I'm pretty sure right now I have about 67 mods in here. And a lot of them are just like library mods, just like, you know, housekeeping mods for other mods. So in reality, it's probably more like 20 to 30 mods that I have in here. But again, you know, most of them are just items and such. Better villages and dynamic trees are probably the two maybe more important ones, I'd honestly put dynamic trees ahead of better villages, just because I want our world to kind of regrow after something happens. So we will have to see. Also, another thing that I wanted to do real quick, let me finish mining this little row here before I put down another torch, but I wanted to improve the simulation distance, because I was checking out a hurricane just kind of example in a creative world, and it actually looks like that your simulation distance impacts where the damage in a hurricane happens. I don't know. Maybe we'll actually turn that up whenever we get a natural disaster in here. But I was on like 12 simulation distance, which is 12 chunks, and then everything within those 12 chunks got damaged. But everything outside of that remained totally fine. So that's going to be something that I'm going to have to look into a little bit more, because I want, most of the world around us to be damaged by some sort of natural disaster. I don't want just our little chunk to be damaged and then everything else is totally fine. Alright, abandoned mineshaft. I'm starting to get bored of mining here. Let's maybe get some action in underground. Place another torch. Let's take a look. Ooh, wait a minute. Here we go. Oh, there's a trial chambers down here too. And there's another mineshaft over there. What's the Z coordinate of this? Level 2. Okay. And I'm going to assume we're at 15 right now. So if we want that mineshaft, we're going to have to dig for it, unfortunately. Which I don't think it's a problem, because mineshafts typically lead you to just bigger caves that you couldn't find on your own. Nice way to put it. So maybe we'll actually just dig across for that mineshaft and see what happens. That's at level 2. So let's actually get down to level 2. Then we will start tunneling our way over there. Here we go, deep slate. Starting to get into the deep underworld here. It's pretty good to build with. Actually, let's do something here. I found this out the other day, that you can actually... We're not running commands because we're not cheating. We could do, block strength here. And we could totally try to find the block strength of deep slate. Actually, let's do cobblestone first, right? Because building out of cobblestone out ahead of a hurricane, probably a good idea. Cobblestone. Nope, I totally forgot to press tab to fill it in. Let's do that again. Minecraft, and then we'll do cobblestone. Let's see, all the way down to cobblestone. There we go. So cobblestone is damaged at 144 miles per hour. So that means basically a strong, not a strong, but a mid-ranged category 4 hurricane will absolutely take cobblestone and start to blow it away. So we're kind of going to have to keep a bit of an eye on block strength. That's going to be a pretty fascinating value to keep track of as we want to... Oh, we're at level 2 now, so we'll start digging across. As we want to build kind of near coastlines and everything. So that'll be cool. Let's just make sure we're going in the correct direction. Ish, I would say. Just trying to look around and see if there's anything else. That's a big mineshaft right there. Yeah, not a... Wow, there's a lot of trial chambers around here. Just trying to look for anything interesting. Maybe we can, like, spot a stronghold. That's an underground... Oh, I think that's actually still a mineshaft. Okay, cool. Cool. Is this all skulk? I think it is. So this is like a chance for, like, an ancient city spawn over there. Nice. We've got a nice little underground spawn. Alright, let's pick those up. I do want to just kind of, as it's on my mind, let's do PM weather. Let's do block strength again. And let's do deep slate. Or how about cobbled? I think it's cobbled deep slate. Cobbled deep slate, yes. 172 miles per hour. Okay, so this stuff right here is going to withstand a moderately strong category 5 hurricane. And I think hurricanes in this mod go up to, I want to say 250 miles per hour, which in real life isn't too realistic, but it is certainly kind of fun to maybe experience, see if our base kind of holds up. So maybe cobbled deep slate is actually the way to go if we're thinking about really reinforcing something like a base. I think that would be kind of cool. But yeah, like I said though, that metric, the PM weather block strength, that's going to be a command we run or at least just a helpful tip that we run pretty often, because once we start to really build a base, we'll start relying on that. But yeah, so cobble deep slate, 172 miles per hour. So for some reference, the cobble deep slate will survive a hurricane like, what's a good famous hurricane that most people know? Sandy. Sandy was a devastating one. That was only a category 3 though. I believe it was 115 miles per hour, so we'll survive way above Sandy level. Now, Katrina, 2005, that was 175 miles per hour, so that's kind of our limit right there as a Hurricane Katrina. Then anything above that, like, we'll say like a Hurricane Irma, for example, in 2017, with 180 miles per hour, that will not happen. Just something to be cautious about as we settle the coast, which I'm very excited for, by the way. Okay, we're kind of close-ish. Not really. It's going to make us really mine for this. Oh, if I knew about this, I would have dug the other way. Actually, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't have. Alright, well, let's get to work. Hopefully we can find some sort of iron. Looks like there's coal there, actually. It's too bad I have blocks upon blocks of coal. Take it anyway, though. Won't really stop for too much. There's a little chance for some diamond activity as well, right? It's always a thing when you mine this low. Okay, starting to see the mine shaft in our mini map here. You can see just starting to get there. Now wait, wasn't that my zoom key? Maybe I'm certainly not tweaking out. Hold on a minute. Let me see. Where do I go? Oh, controls. Here we go. Keybinds. Let's go. Who's using Z? I think it's going to be the mini map. It's got to be. Yeah, here we go. Oh, okay, that's just zoom, actually. So we actually do need that. Ah, enlarge the minimap. There's our problem. We'll put you to, like, to equals or something. Yeah, I was going back and forth. Oh, okay. I guess Z just does not work to do that. One more time, and then I'm just not going to worry about it. Here we go. Z. Is anything else using Z? Because sometimes that can actually also be a bit of a problem too. If there's another key using the one you're trying to. Alright, I don't see another one. Yeah, not working, but you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just get to the mine shaft. At least try to. We're getting close. Oh, I think I heard a zombie, perhaps. Yeah, possible, actually. Very possible. Got some caves nearby. Yeah, one thing I noticed, too, after I got this new setup. So, basically what happened, for those who do not watch the long dark videos, I give kind of like a whole brief explanation, but basically my old laptop kind of gave out. So I got this new one, which was a fantastic decision. But this new computer does a few things, and one of them is actually picking up oh, that iron? That is iron. Is picking up a lot of noise in the microphone. So whenever I like whisper now, it absolutely picks it up, which is something my old microphone and computer never did. So that's interesting. Oh, we got some action, it sounds like. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I actually think it's going to be coming from right down here, because you can see that little water right there. Right there. And we're hearing water noises. So that would make sense. Almost there. I guess there's a chance that little skeleton that we heard was in the mine shaft. Oh, there's some more iron right there. Nice. Let's take it. Very, very glad I brought the shield with me. Extremely glad, actually, because skeletons are almost a death sentence without one in hardcore. So that's kind of nice. Okay, what are we looking at? 16 iron. That's awesome. Still going to have to make some sort of Oh, there's the dirt that that skeleton was walking on, I think. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I'm not going to mine too far into it, but just want to get over to the mine. Oh, there's the mine shaft. Thanks for making an appearance, finally. I wish I had that zoom thing working. Could zoom all the way down there and see what's going on. Okay. Alright guys, in the mine shaft now. Let's see kind of what trouble we can get into. I'm really not opposed to perhaps smelting some iron while I'm down here. I'm going to wait till I have 24 though. And it seems like we're going to have 24 pretty quickly. I say 24 because that is enough for a full set of armor. So, actually let's not step on that gravel while we mine this because it could fall into something bigger. Like a chasm. That would be pretty tragic. There we go, 24 on the dot. Let's put down a furnace because we got no shortage of cobblestone. And I'm going to put 3 coal in there for 24 iron. And we'll continue to just grab up this iron too because there's quite a few crafting recipes, especially in the decorations section of the mods that I put in here that require some iron. So grabbing those extra can never hurt. Let's walk down here. This is going to just open up into a massive cave, huh? Yep. Been playing this game long enough to know. Alright, let's be extra careful. What was that? Oh, it was a spider. Oh, that's some gold up there. Ooh, do I want to risk it? I kind of think I do. I really do. I'm going to grab this iron. Baby zombie. You just stay over there. Oh, I hate that. Ooh, I hate this. No way. Okay, he's over there somewhere. I gotta be honest, I'm kind of scared to do this right now. One skeleton and it's over. Where are you? He's nearby. Okay, could be like right above me too. Oh, I hate this. This is gonna be filed under things I hate. Okay, we're gonna grab this gold really quick and we're gonna peel out of here. Alrighty. No sense of staying around. Let's go back to our iron, actually, and make some iron armor, because I'm kind of terrified. I won't lie, we got a little bit to go. Let's go down this way for a minute. See what's down here. Always a possibility of minecart chests. Those are usually pretty solid. It's a good chance for diamonds in those. Okay. Nothing that way. Nothing over here. You gotta check these sometimes, because you can have a diamond on the floor or the ceiling. Yeah, that baby zombie's going to be up there. Some lapis, that's good for enchanting. We'll absolutely be taking this. Wow, both my pickaxes just went already, huh? Fascinating. I will make another one. There's also a chance that we find... I feel like there's something following me. Also a chance that we find some more pickaxes, iron pickaxes, in those chest minecarts. So we need to watch for that. I'm going to put this there. Can do something like this, I think. Need some bread from these carts as well, because I didn't realize how low in bread we were. A little bit of an oversight there, I won't lie. This area is huge, though. Surely we're going to have some sort of luck with that. Alright, let's start with... Actually, we don't even need... Oh, wait, hold on. Iron rod. Oh, that's for traffic craft. I understand. Okay. Chainmail, we're going to need a chest plate too. We already have the helmet, which I really failed to realize. So that's cool. Let's throw you out. No real need for you. There is something walking, and I absolutely hate it. And we'll just do 2 of these. There we go. Alright, I know chainmail is kind of a rare find, but don't really need... Can I actually smelt you? I absolutely can. Hey, tell you what. Actually, no, because that's just going to stay in my inventory forever. Alright, chainmail, see you later. And I'll just craft those into more sticks. We'll just wait up on this to finish crafting, or to finish smelting. And then we'll be on our way. I think I'm actually going to go down here, perhaps. We'll take a peek at what's going on. There we go. Take the furnace with us in case we got to smelt more stuff. And down into the depths we go. Oh boy. Okay, nothing down this way. That's good. Eliminates one option. I'm going to make some more torches too. There we go. 10 coal is pretty solid. We'll probably find more along the way too. Not a problem. Let's see this. If I break this, will you fall? Okay, sometimes they give way. Ooh, man, I hate this, actually, as a matter of fact. Well, looks like we can go this way. Some more gold right here. How'd I miss that? Ooh, man, do I hate this. One shot and I'm just down there. Oof. Okay. This is all wood, so that means if I dig down, it's just going to be entirely open chasm. Is that diamonds right there? I don't think so. Can my just zoom work? I would love to have that working. That would actually be insanely nice. Let me see why that's not working real quick. Everything seems good, I think. Do I need to maybe bound it to another key, perhaps? Probably not a bad idea. Let's maybe do like maybe tab, perhaps. And then if I see like tab, we can like do that or something. Whoops. No, tab doesn't even work either. All right, well, that's going to be a problem for later on. I won't worry about it too much right now. What I will worry about, though, is where to go next. It really seemed like this was kind of it. Kind of lame. Certainly... Oh, is that that is a spawner, I think. That's absolutely going to be a spawner. That could be worth to check out. I think maybe in the meantime, though, let's try to... Yeah, let's actually get down there. I like that. That'll get us down to ground level. So will that, but pretty quickly. I'm not about that. Let's do this. Can move this torch right here. That way we know where we came from. Well, here you go, gravel. Your time to shine. Hey, just enough. Good. We'll use the andesite that we collect on the roof here to make the staircase. At least the rest of it, anyway. I hate this very much. Did I ever mention that? Wow. Just a bunch of death down here. Don't really like it. Gonna continue to make that safe staircase for us, though. It's kind of like a little retreat panic option here, just in case. Okay. Put you down there. Try to make this at least a little safe. There's that zombie. Wasn't the baby zombie, but it is a zombie. Took care of him. Okay. Alright. I can barely see. I can only imagine what YouTube is going to do to this. Well, there's a creeper right there. We got to watch out on this one. Here we go. Can I get him in 2 hits? I can. Okay. So it seems like the axe is pretty much 2 hits for every mob. Okay, where did you guys all come from? Like, actually. Okay, let's run over this way real quick. That spider could be a problem. Because he lunges. Okay, got this guy. Oh, and we got a skeleton in the mix, too. That's awesome. You know, as if, like, I didn't have enough things going on. Okay. Take care of him. Real quick, let's retreat, because there's another one. 2 more zombies. Okay, I'm going to just try to take my time here. I don't want to do any mistakes. Okay, that was kind of a mistake. What do you want? I just took care of your buddy. There we go. Okay, I think that was all. I don't know. Famous last words, right? Okay, heard a skeleton, gonna retreat. Yeah, don't really mess around in hardcore too much, I gotta be honest. Don't really mess around. Can I get that skeleton to hit this zombie, maybe? No, that skeleton is not interested, and that's okay. That is alright. Let's crouch. Grab this gold so we go undetected. Okay. Alright, some necessary progress here. Although rather nerve-wracking. It is required. Okay, we'll keep doing this. I'm gonna just kind of mine the iron from out here in case I get jumped. It sounds like from behind me. There's more gold up there. And there's more iron. Oh my goodness. Tons of iron. I don't think we're going to have a problem with iron in the future. Just a guess. Just a guess. Okay. Let's go down here, because down here kind of seems... The quarters are a little tighter. Typically that'd be bad, but that means more shelter from skeletons. So I'm kind of for it. Okay, what is going on with the zombie noises? Because I'm not seeing any. More iron. I will take that. Yeah, that zombie's close by. Wherever he is close by. Alright, well, not a problem, zombie. You just take care. I'm gonna go this way. You know, looking for diamonds too, you know, diamonds would be nice. That wasn't really the main objective of coming down here, but, you know, not gonna turn them down. You know, if they're there, I might as well. Might as well grab them. That's a pit? Wow, okay. Let's not go over there. There we go. Just trying to listen out. Okay, that's going to be certain death. Let's not go into there. Block it up. Wait for it to settle down. Let's continue on. Kind of hoping this way is a little bit of a dead end. Just so I can go explore other ways. Hey, that's redstone. Let's actually take that. Okay, nothing else around it. We'll go up there in a minute. Gotta probably start... Oh, look at this. There's so many ways to go, man. There's too many ways to go. I'm gonna start getting lost. We'll take our torches. Gravel. Gotta be careful with this. There we go. Could have been a lot more. Sometimes I'll do that and the entire ocean floor just completely crashes into the cave. Hey. Hey guys, you guys take care now. Just take care. Alright. Got that way kind of evaluated. It's just more death. Okay, nice. There's some more. Wow, a lot of iron and some lapis back there too. Alright, well, one of the best things right now that we're finding is a lot of gold. So that's going to allow us to keep making tornado sensors. That'll be great. Let's grab all this. There we go. Yeah, that gold was right here. Forgetting already. Alright. And then you got some more iron. I think there was, yep, lapis up there. Let's not forget that. Alright, kind of contemplating right now. Kind of contemplating about maybe going back up to the base and grabbing some food, because that pork chop in our inventory is the only one that we have. It's not gonna, I mean, it's gonna heal us nicely, but it's a one-time use. So we're gonna have to think about it. It was really relying on those mineshaft pieces of bread that you can find in those carts, but probably should not have relied on that so heavily. Okay, I'm gonna... Ooh, diamonds, nice. Good find right there. A nice find. Okay, I'm hearing a lot of stuff right now. Oh, there's my torch over there. Okay. Fascinating. Alright, I'll tell you what. It's these diamonds, and then we're gone. Don't want to overstay my welcome too much. We'll just grab these and then we'll go. Okay, let's put a torch down so we can at least see what we're doing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, say no more. 1, 2, 3, 4, say no more. We're gone. Ooh, although I maybe could. Sorry, this is exactly how you die. It's exactly how you die. Let's pack it up. Let's go. We're out of here. Gone like the wind. Got 4. That's not bad, actually. It's really not. It's a start. I should say it's a start. I'll go back down here. I'm usually a pro at remembering where I came from in this game. Some more iron down there, but we'll be back. We'll be back. Absolutely. Got a lot of coal, too, so we'll make some more torches, and then we'll come back down in time. Okay, there's all those guys. We came from this way, I believe. That's going to be a yes on that. Alright, got a majority of this lit up down here. My goodness, there's just a ton of iron, which I'm absolutely going to grab. Would be kind of a maniac if I passed it up. Alright, we'll do a final iron count here in a minute. We're fine on top of this pillar. Just as long as there's no skeleton. We are chilling. Grab these 3. Nice. Oh, got some more iron up here too. Wow. Alright, well, the iron shortage is a distant memory at this point. Okay, I'm still hearing very, very close by. This is kind of pure laziness, just me towering over here. Sorry, we'll grab this. I think there's some more iron there, but that's okay. We got 44, so that's a great start. I actually think I'm rather okay with that. Gonna go ahead and eat that up. So if we do get ambushed, it's not the end of the world. Okay, there is all that gold. 22 gold, too. That's actually very nice. That is extremely nice. So we'll run back this way. And just like that, I'll put a block there so I don't die in the future. Yeah, just like that, we're back here. And we know our way pretty easily from here. Here we go. Nice. Little successful mining trip. Nothing crazy. But it's enough to get that ball. Oh, that's a glow squid dying. I was like, I've never heard that sound in my life. It's okay, though. Now, let's take us down to 10 sticks. Got a nice, good bit of torches going. I got so much coal back at the house. It's kind of unbelievable. But that's okay. That is alright. Okay, 15 levels, 7 coal. I'm okay with that. We've got more where we're going. Get a little bit of redstone, too. Always a good start. And just like that, we're going back up. I'll just put that down there just to remind myself I need actual food. Very, very good. So, I think we have enough now for a weather station. We can make ourselves a weather station. Now, what the weather station is going to allow us to do is actually kind of help us on the tornado side of things. It's going to help us indicate what kind of risk we're going to have going on thunderstorm-wise each day, which I will explain certainly a little bit more once we are looking at the weather station. So let's go over here. Looking pretty peaceful, I have to say. Pretty peaceful. I almost kind of want to get going to a biome that has less peaceful weather to make things a little exciting. The savannas are always really active. I know this recent update did kind of nerf the savannas a little bit, but that is definitely kind of a thing that I maybe want to do. Let's get this guy up and running. That way we can see just if anything is happening. Alrighty, let's put that there. Let's cram anything that can fit in there. I'll cram anything that can fit in there. Nice, a good start. a good start, I would say. 57 iron. I think I'm probably going to put this down as well. Yeah, I think we might as well. Let's see, where do we want things to go? Maybe this little corner right here. Can put a lot of useful things. Maybe we can actually start with this corner. Where was my furnaces? I have 6 of them. I was going to say. I knew I probably had a good bit. I'll put the crafting table like that. There we go. That's kind of what I like to see. Put that away. We'll put our furnaces back away. What do I have in the department of food? I got 5 of these that are cooked. That's a good start, but I do actually like the bread probably a little more. And it's a stack of bread at that, so I'm going to actually keep it on me. Alright, 57 pieces of iron. Great. We even have some of that and some of that. I can tell you what, we're going to need a little more furnace action going on here. So what will I do to kind of combat this? Maybe I'll do... Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. Do a little bit of that, and then put the bed right there. And I didn't mean to sleep, but I will sleep. Nice. Okay. Yeah, probably a little excessive on the furnace action, but you know what? I'm kind of here for it because we are going to need a lot of things smelted. So let's grab the coal, one of the most important items. I'll even do... What will I do? Actually, yes, there was this in here that I wanted and nothing else. Okay, great. So let's go. We'll do the biggest stack in there. We'll put aside... Whoops. 8 pieces of coal. Oh, why is it not working? There we go. 8 pieces there. Another 8 for that stack. 56 is going to be enough to smelt. So we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, that's just this. I thought that was wind outside. It's like, no way. 16 is going to be enough, so 2 pieces of coal there. Alrighty. That looks good for now. Maybe want to get some organization going. That really is never a bad thing. Really can't go wrong with some organization. But the thing is, like, if we get hit with a tornado or a hurricane, all of our items are going to go bye-bye if they do get sucked up into whatever is hitting us. So we might very well have to kind of limit our storage, or at least just kind of maybe put it a little more underground. That can probably be a good thing, right? Put our storage a little more underground. Tell you what, let's move the bed, and we'll make a little underground kind of like cavern safety area for ourselves. I don't think we're going to stick around this house for too much longer, but I would kind of like to have an area to run in case things go sideways extremely quickly. Okay, so that cannot be moved, I understand. I think I'll actually just use cobblestone. We're just going to really encase this entire basement in cobblestone, I'm thinking. At least most of it. Yeah, that'll work. So we'll start there. Work our way down. It's actually going to work out perfectly because we'll have this little strip right here that we can just use for the downstairs. Excellent. Alright, downstairs, I think I'm going to probably just do something that's 2 blocks tall. Nothing too fancy, but it's just like a little safety room in case, like I said, things go really, really bad and we're facing a direct hit from like a Category 3 hurricane or something. Yeah, actually, I like this. We'll, like I said, replace all the walls with cobblestone. Can never be too careful. Should be kind of nice, actually. Can I even maybe... Yeah. No, actually, that looks a little too weird. That looks nice, though. Yeah, it's a little something like that. Cool. Okay. And so, how far do I want to go back here? Probably not very far, actually. Probably not too far. So maybe, like, I'll put a double chest there and a double chest here. And that'll be it for the basement. So I got a little bit of action. Nothing too crazy. I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. It looks like we got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, actually, so the wall needs to actually be right there. Okay, I understand. It works out. Let's see, what do I want to do here? Probably just do something like this. Nice. I like that. Look at that. Good. And we've got just a ton of chests, too, so we can actually... Do I want to do that? No. I want to do this. Sorry. Hold on. I'm going to replace the floor, too. Might as well. Probably going to replace it with a stronger material, but something that's not cobblestone, so there's a little more contrast with this whole place. But like I said, I'm not going to be doing anything too serious, just because I don't plan on staying here for too much longer. If I get caught off guard, though, by a disaster, I'm going to be fairly upset. So I'd like to get this kind of situated now. Let's go in our chest, though, and see kind of what can be... Oh, you know what we could do? Sorry, hold on. Let's check the block strength on the cobbled deep slate slabs. Okay, cobble... What did I do wrong there? Oh, I gotta do that. There we go. Okay, yeah. Cobbled deep slate slab. 172, same as the block. Awesome. I'm gonna make just a few of these, nothing too insane. And we're gonna replace it with the floor. So this way, if we actually do get hit by a tornado or something, and we need a place to seek shelter and not die from, this is gonna be our best bet right here, is this deep slate floor. The only thing that can really kind of uproot this whole plan is going to be an EF5 tornado, to be quite honest. I think I'm going to replace this floor as well while I'm here. We'll do this with, like, some sort of slab as well. Actually, you know what would be cool on this floor? Maybe some tiles, some deep slate tiles. That could be cool. Let's see what we can do, maybe. Okay, great. What do I want to replace kind of this with here? I actually could maybe do... Oh, I guess I actually can't really. No, I can. Hold on. I absolutely can. Think real quick. I could do... just this. Yeah. That works very well. Okay. Fantastic. Just going to do something for the little floor downstairs. Could do polished. Could make this all into the bricks. And we can go deep slate tiles. There we go. 24. That works. Let's replace it with this. I don't actually think I'm going to be using that little block there. There we go. Something to make it a little more contrasty as opposed to what the ceiling is made out of. Nice. I like this. I actually think I'm going to do... That works. Okay, next up, just kind of covering this. Yeah, that's a nice little basement. Gonna need one more set of slabs here. Actually, I might break this as well. All right, let's do something like that. And then something like this. Nice. There we are, a nice little finished basement. This roof, if our whole house does get shredded because it's wood, this little floor right here can withstand winds pretty high, which is actually probably going to be our saving grace if that catastrophe kind of were to happen. So that's good. Let me make some stairs real quick. Patch up this roof. Nice. Good. We're actually looking really nice currently. I like where we are. 43 iron is crazy. So we'll put most of that in there. We do have a green bed. Probably just going to put you down there. Yeah, actually, I think I am. And then I will do something like this as well. Can I connect it? There we go. Nice. Little storage for ourselves. And as a matter of fact, let's actually maybe start piling some stuff in here. That can go there, that can go there. Alright. Anything and everything, come on in. Got another bed, it looks like. That's interesting. Ooh. Hear that? Oh, I love that. Oh my goodness. What is coming at us right now? Ooh, little storm. So there's our infrared right there, false IR. So this is basically going to tell you how cold the cloud tops are. So we really kind of use this more so for hurricanes and not for thunderstorms, which it looks like this is very much a thunderstorm. Actually, hey, while this is going, let me go ahead, let me go ahead and actually make ourselves a weather station because I want to see kind of the temperature and the dew point. That'll help me get a little bit of a better sense of what might happen today. Gonna need another tornado sensor, 3 gold, 3 redstone, and we know the rest. It's gonna be in these chests up here. Got the 3 gold, 3 redstone. Gonna need a little bit of copper as well. Listen to that in the distance, huh? Oh, that reminds me of being a kid, man. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. You just hear a faint thunderstorm out in the distance while you're watching some sort of like TV show. That's so cool. Now let's get this back up and going though. I do want to see what we're dealing with. Have a little bit of rotation right there actually. We might get a very brief spin up or a weak tornado out of that. Look at that. So your red is coming towards the radar and your green I believe is going away. It could be the other way around. But one of these colors is going towards, the other is going away. So when they're both next to each other, that's when you start getting that little spin in the atmosphere. Let's get this weather station down though. We're going to need that anemometer that I crafted, that extra one that I crafted a while ago. I knew it would come into use. We'll get 1 die. Gonna just really just put all this stuff away again. Okay. Let's move that into that. The weather station, the anemometer, let's put that there. Ooh, yeah. It's coming. Yep, that works. Weather station. Perfect. Alrighty, let's see what we're dealing with here. Today's risk, a marginal risk, so probably not going to be a strong thunderstorm, but could spin up a tornado. Temperature 72 degrees. Makes sense for a cold ocean. At least summertime anyway. Let's see, 72 degrees. Dew point is 63. Could support a tornado. Could certainly. Oh, it looks like actually the risk is now a thunderstorm. So this actually might not be anything too crazy. Got another spot of rotation over there. Let's go to bed real quick. So I can, actually see what's going on. Here we go. Okay. Ooh, look at that. We got a funnel. Yep. It could be on the ground right over there. Yeah, look at that. Ooh. Let's go take a closer look at it. Nice. First little funnel. Absolutely love that. Oh, wait. That's very well on the ground. Yep. That is on the ground. See that little funnel right there? So that's the condensation funnel. Typically, you'll get dirt kicked up on the bottom side there. Let's put an anemometer down and see. 27. So you'll get dirt kicked up. Means the tornado's on the ground. So you don't need that funnel to be touching the ground for it to be a tornado. What's going to be my screenshot button? Let's see. Is F2 going to be it? It absolutely is. Very nice. Let me see. F1 is going to be... Yeah. Cool. First tornado. They certainly happen in the cold ocean biome, I suppose, right? Just good to see it go by. We might actually get to see some damage out of it too. Once it crosses over here, which I think that is, yep, exactly where it's going. Cool. The threat's not over though, unfortunately, or kind of fortunately, because I do want to get hit by a tornado. Said nobody ever. That's really cool. Look at that, huh? Yeah, that probably, if I had to guess, it's like a nice EF3. So I think it's about winds 150 miles per hour, maybe? Probably actually a lot less than that. Alright, it's starting to do some damage. We'll wait for the whole thing to update over there. I'm not going to go after it because the tornadoes now can suck you in. I was reading the change logs, and it looks like it's now kind of introduced that stronger winds are going to pull you faster into the system. So, not going to get too close to it. That's why I like that deep slate floor over here. because it withstands a lot more than the house does. Oh, we got another tornado on the ground. Oh, look at IR. Oh my goodness. So these are cloud tops, I believe, that are colder than negative 80 degrees Celsius. So very, very cold. You can see radar, we got 2 hooks. So this one hook just passed us by over this way. That actually looks like it might be dissipating. But we got this second one, which certainly seems like it's not going to be dissipating. And actually, it actually seems like it's coming right towards us. Okay. What do I want to do here? What's going to be the best course of action? Probably moving all my items downstairs in a very frantic manner. How about that? Let's do that first. So everything can just chill down here except for the shield. Thank you. Because if my items go away, I'm going to be very sad. Very sad. So we'll put them all just down here. They're in safekeeping, supposedly, anyway. Okay, we're going to get outside and look at the tornado in 1 quick minute. Okay, everything down here and everything in this chest. Great. Alright. Let's take a look. How we doing? Ooh, okay, not a huge menacing tornado. But we still have one. And it actually looks like it is going to be getting rather close. So this could do some damage to the village. Looks like this chunk hasn't updated yet. We might have to go over there and scout out some damage later on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, stovepipe is what we call it. Almost a borderline rope. Just with how it looks right now. I'm gonna maybe try to seek some sort of shelter once it gets a lot closer. 26 miles per hour. We got another tornado behind it too. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm going to wait for the winds to get above 50 miles per hour, and I'm going to go ahead and probably just head inside, go in the basement or something, and scout out the damage a little later. Heavily wooded over where the tornado's coming from, so we should see some nice scarring. Look at that thing, little sidewinder action. Okay, 30 miles per hour. Nice, it's coming in. It's coming in hot. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's do one of these before I almost perish. Ooh, that is in the village. That is absolutely in the village. What are we looking at? 35 miles per hour? Oh, looks like it's lifting a little bit. 36. I'm gonna stay outside. I feel comfortable. 38 miles per hour. Yeah, this thing's not too... Nothing too incredible out of this tornado here. It does look like it's lifting, though. And those villagers aren't moving either, and they're right underneath the circulation. Okay. 41. Still looking at that. 41 miles per hour. Let's go over here. Place the anemometer a little closer to it. Yeah, it looks like it just kind of got absorbed there. Or not absorbed, sorry. It lifted up into the cloud again. Okay, 41 miles per hour. Seems like that has been the peak so far of our little weather station. Little coastline weather station we've got going on here. Got sustained winds of 40 miles per hour. Which, if anybody was wondering, would be a tropical storm. In terms of hurricanes, that is. For tornadoes, that's... I don't even think a weak EF0. Not sure. Not too well versed in tornadoes as I am with hurricanes. Alright, so let's take a look here. Yeah, rotation is still there. It's a little more broad, though, so that's why we kind of saw it get lifted back up. I don't think we saw any damage over here. We're going to go take a quick peek, though, and I'm going to take my radar with me. Just to kind of see. Take the anemometer, too. What the heck, right? By the way, that water bucket in my inventory, going to be a crucial, crucial item. If I ever get picked up by a tornado. Crucial. Look at that. We got a slight risk on day 3. So that'll be cool. Okay. What was I going to do? I was going to put, first of all, 4 of these down. Got a completed floor. Very nice. Let's go check out the damage. We could also maybe start investing in some type of car, I think. Could start crafting one of those. Probably going to have to... Let me just see. Car. Wooden motor car. Okay, how do I make such a thing? Probably gonna have to get something else. But we can actually make some of these ships too, because I did put the plane mod in here, and that makes it so we can make some simple planes powered by, I believe it's coal. Powered by some coal. Alright, let's do some damage survey, why don't we? Let's go over here. See what we got going on. I am going to put radar in my inventory, though, just in case. Looks like that's very broad. Yeah, that should be lifted. And then that tornado over there also looks pretty broad, so I don't think we're going to get any action out of that guy. Alright, let's go over here. So it was certainly down. It was a nice little stovepipe and everything. I don't know kind of what it took, though. That certainly is a question. I don't think it got too much, actually. I don't think it did. Let's see. No. I don't see any visible scarring or leaf damage, so I'm actually going to probably just leave it at that there and not pursue. Let's take a look at what's in here, though. Anything in here for me? I'm sure there is. Oh, yes. I will take it. A lot of good stuff. And I'm going to take the smokers as well. There should be another one over here. Is that correct? No. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about our little first severe weather day. That was cool. I know we had the hurricane last episode, but that's not entirely severe weather. Severe weather is more thunderstorms and tornadoes. Look at all of these berries, which I'm certainly going to grab. Yeah, hurricane is classified as more tropical. But it is made out of severe weather, if you think about it. Alright, yeah, that tornado over there, nothing to see. Yeah, I think we made it through our first severe weather day. We could go boating over to this side here and survey some of the damage, because I bet you some of the trees right now that are out of render distance at least suffered some sort of damage, I think. Because that tornado was looking beefy when it came ashore. I should say water spout. It was a water spout. It was tornado, then a water spout, and then it became a tornado again. Okay, doesn't look like we're getting any other systems, at least today. No risk, but we got a slight risk on day 3. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, all that stuff right here, the 0 to 24 and the 48, you know, day 1, day 2, day 3, that is all based off of the actual Storm Prediction Center. So they actually issue their outlooks for the United States, which follow that same format. So that's cool. A little bit of realism in here. Where's my boat? Is it still outside? It is still outside. Nice. Just give me a second, though, because I'm going to plant some of these trees here. I think I'm going to just plant them on top of the house. Get this area a little more secluded and wooded. Alright, let's go over here. Let's take a look at what happened over on this side. It doesn't look like any trees are gone or anything. So I guess that's good, right? For the environment, I suppose. Now that thing was strong coming ashore too, so I'm surprised no leaves are gone from that. Yeah, what do we think? Maybe came ashore like right over here? Just did realize that we have waypoints too, which I should maybe be utilizing at some point. I was just seeing if that was a snow biome. Doesn't look like a snow biome. It kind of does though, doesn't it? Kind of does. Alright. Don't see any damage over here. I really don't. I really don't. Oh my goodness, wait a minute. We have a woodland mansion over here? You know what? Actually, now that I do think about it, I think somebody in the comments actually did point that out. So if you pointed that out, thank you. That's kind of crazy. Wow, you usually got to travel like thousands, tens of thousands of blocks for this. That's incredible. We can maybe fortify the mansion, get a hurricane coming. We'll have to see how the mansion fares, maybe to a tornado strike. I think that would be cool. We'll do it at some point. We'll do it at some point. We got time. But, alright, let's go back to base, though. Go back to home base, kind of take a little breather, I think, and maybe we'll leave it off there. But we've made a lot of progress. Certainly did. And we certainly know, hey, you know, tornadoes are possible here. Maybe even strong tornadoes are possible in our location. So that is something we're going to have to maybe take a closer look at. Maybe make more preparations. I don't know. I kind of think next episode's going to be more exploring, though. I want to find a warm ocean biome. so we can start getting those really like intense hurricanes. Like I want to open up radar and like see like I'm in the eye of a powerful hurricane. That's what I want to see. So we'll get there. We can also probably start crafting up the advanced ranged radar. Just going to give us some more range with our radar, which is nice. How about we... What do I really want to do right now? I was kind of thinking maybe next episode 2 we'll start working on a weather station, like an actual weather station that we can put outside. Good. Move that down. All right. So I think that's about everything I wanted to tackle in this episode. Pretty productive, I have to say. We've got quite a bit of stuff. Maybe in the next episode we'll do some organizing, some housework, some exploration, and we'll make ourselves kind of a little weather center that we can kind of keep tabs on everything. Maybe we can even start making some records too that we put on signs. So if you all made it this far, as always, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.